The Master's Reflection. Once upon a time, in a remote village nestled between the mountains and the sea, there lived a Zen master named Kiyoshi. He was revered for his wisdom and his ability to guide those who sought enlightenment. Over the years, many students came to study under him, and the village flourished as a hub of spiritual learning. One day, a young man named Haru arrived at the village, seeking to study Zen under Master Kiyoshi. Haru was known to be a talented artist, and he brought with him a collection of paintings he had created during his travels. The villagers admired Haru's skill, and word of his arrival quickly reached Master Kiyoshi. Upon meeting Haru, Master Kiyoshi was impressed by the young man's dedication to his art. However, he noticed a subtle yet persistent air of pride in Haru's demeanor. The master decided that Haru's journey towards enlightenment would need to begin with a lesson in humility. "Haru, I am glad you have come to study with us," Master Kiyoshi said. "But before we can begin, you must complete a task for me." "Of course, Master," Haru replied, eager to prove himself. "What would you have me do?" Master Kiyoshi led Haru to a large, empty room within the temple. The walls were adorned with beautiful murals depicting scenes from nature, painted by previous students who had studied under the master. In the center of the room stood a tall, wooden easel. "Your task is to create a painting that reflects the essence of Zen," Master Kiyoshi explained. "You will have 1 week to complete your work. Once it is finished, I will evaluate it, and we can begin your studies in earnest." Haru accepted the challenge with enthusiasm, confident that his artistic skills would impress the master. He spent the entire week in the room, carefully crafting a painting that he believed would embody the spirit of Zen. He chose a serene landscape, with a calm river winding through a lush forest, and a small hut nestled among the trees. The colors were vibrant, and the detail was exquisite. On the 7th day, Haru presented his painting to Master Kiyoshi. The villagers gathered around, eager to see the young artist's masterpiece. As they beheld the painting, they marveled at its beauty and praised Haru for his talent. Master Kiyoshi gazed at the painting for a long time, his expression unreadable. Finally, he turned to Haru and spoke. "Your painting is truly a work of art, Haru," he said. "Your skill is undeniable, and you have captured the tranquility of nature with great finesse. However, I am afraid it does not reflect the essence of Zen." Haru was taken aback, his pride stung by the master's words. He felt a mixture of confusion and frustration. Unsure of how his painting could be so well received yet fail to meet the master's expectations. "Master," Haru said, struggling to keep the disappointment from his voice, "I do not understand. What is missing from my painting?" Master Kiyoshi looked at Haru with a gentle smile. "I will give you 1 more week, Haru. Spend this time in meditation and contemplation, and then try again." Determined to prove himself, Haru spent the next week in deep thought, seeking to uncover the essence of Zen that had eluded him in his first attempt. He meditated, read the teachings of the great Zen masters, and observed the world around him with renewed focus. At the end of the week, Haru once again stood before the easel. This time, he painted a scene of a rocky coastline, with waves crashing against the cliffs and a solitary figure standing on the edge, gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean. The painting was less detailed than his previous attempt, but it conveyed a sense of solitude and contemplation that Haru believed captured the spirit of Zen. When he presented his new painting to Master Kiyoshi, the villagers gathered once more, curious to see the outcome of Haru's second attempt. They admired the painting for its simplicity and depth, and many felt that it was a true reflection of Zen. Master Kiyoshi studied the painting for a long moment before addressing Haru. "Your second painting shows great progress, Haru," he said. "You have captured the beauty of solitude and the vastness of the ocean that stretches beyond our understanding. Yet, it still does not truly reflect the essence of Zen." Haru's frustration swelled, and he felt his confidence waver. "Master, I have tried my best," he said, his voice trembling. "I do not know what more I can do." Master Kiyoshi placed a compassionate hand on Haru's shoulder. "Do not despair, Haru. I will give you one final week to complete your task. But this time I want you to paint not with your hands, but with your heart." Haru was puzzled by the master's words, but he trusted in Kiyoshi's wisdom and set out to complete his task one last time. He spent the week in quiet introspection, allowing his heart to guide him as he contemplated the true essence of Zen. On the final day, Haru approached the easel with a sense of calm that had been absent in his previous attempts. He took up his brush and began to paint, letting go of his expectations and allowing his heart to guide each stroke. The painting that emerged was unlike anything Haru had ever created before. It was a simple scene of a single cherry blossom tree, its petals falling gently onto the surface of a still pond. The colors were muted and the composition was unadorned, yet it conveyed a sense of profound beauty and harmony. As Haru stepped back to admire his work, he felt a deep sense of peace and understanding wash over him. When he presented his final painting to Master Kiyoshi, the villagers gathered around, eager to see the result of Haru's journey. As they looked upon the painting, they were struck by its simplicity and the depth of emotion it conveyed. Even those who had initially doubted Haru's abilities were moved by the beauty of his creation. Master Kiyoshi gazed at the painting, his eyes filled with warmth and pride. "Haru," he said, "you have finally captured the essence of Zen. Your painting speaks of impermanence, the beauty of simplicity, and the harmony that exists within the natural world. Most importantly, it is a reflection of your own heart." Haru bowed his head in gratitude, his eyes brimming with tears. "Thank you, Master Kiyoshi," he said softly. "I now understand that the true essence of Zen cannot be captured through skill alone, but through the humility and selflessness that comes from looking inward." From that day forward, Haru studied under Master Kiyoshi with a newfound sense of humility and devotion. His art continued to flourish, but more importantly, he became a true student of Zen, seeking to embody its principles in every aspect of his life. And so it was that Haru's journey towards enlightenment began, guided by the wisdom of his master and the lessons he had learned from the simple reflection of a cherry blossom tree.